Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are going to do update number 9. I can't believe it's already the end of September and we're on to like the last 3 months of the year. That's absolutely wild to me. So we're going to do update 9 in my 20 favorites in 2020 project pan. This project was initially started by Denise, or at Just Some Makeup Pans. I'll have her on the screen, as well as she's always linked in the description box below, along with the community playlist with myself, Andrea, Rebecca, and Steph here on YouTube. But there is a bunch of people on Instagram doing this as well. If you search the hashtag 20 favorites in 2020, again, it'll be on the screen now. It's also always in the title of the video too. So if you click that, it'll take you to other people doing this project. But if you copy that and put it into Instagram, it will populate a bunch of people in Instagram doing this project as well. So I believe Denise is going to continue this on next year in 2021. However, I am going to switch my focus for my next year-long project pan. Just stay tuned for that. If you are not following me on my Instagram, I did kind of tease what my thoughts are for my next year's project pan on my stories. So yeah, more information will be on that in the next few days, months, next year kind of thing. So we're just going to get diving into this because I don't want this video to be super long. Plus it's like 5:15, so rush hour is right outside my window now. I did just get home from work. I did throw on face makeup because I do not wear face makeup to the office anymore. I've just decided against it, but I have been wearing this eye look. I did touch it up, but I have been wearing this eye look. This is the look that I've been wearing to the office every time I'm in the office kind of thing. So let's just get down the list. I have some exciting updates. I have some things coming out or going out. I have some things coming in to this project, and I'm really excited to share them with you, and I hope you are too. So without further ado, I have like a sack of project pan items that I'm just gonna start talking about, but I want to go in order. I have everything listed in a specific way, and that's how I like to talk about it. So the first item is actually from my, I guess it's not really from my Subculture palette. However, I had rehomed some products into my Subculture palette. I will have a picture. I usually just post the picture of how it looked initially. So I had repressed a bright green and then a like minty, like a light minty kind of shade in this. I had already hit pan in the green shade in the initial palette that this was in, which was the goal for that shade, but the main focus was that minty kind of blue shade, which is it was my favorite shade in my collection, and hint, it was, because she is no longer in there. Oh my goodness, I'm so beyond happy to have that done and out. And now, I mean, there's still a lot of product in this palette. However, I am excited to continue to use this. I really love this palette. I really debated if I wanted to put something else, like press something else into this spot, and then I just opted out. Like I just kind of decided like this, I want to eventually use this up, and then once it's done, it's done. I don't want to rehome something into here and then have to rehome it later kind of thing. So yeah, I'm so excited about this. Before I forget, this was actually the last remaining original product from my original rotation of 20 items in this project. Everything else has somehow rolled out. Either I used it up or I hit pan in it. Most of it was all used up. So this was the last item in my 20, like original 20 by 2020. Like, The next item is actually something that I feel like is never going to end. Every time I weigh it, it stays the same, or it like goes down one day and then goes up again the next day. And that is my Tarte Aubergine Clay Play Liner. The shade is Aubergine. It's just a like reddy brown kind of eyeliner. What I have been doing with this is actually mixing this with my P. Louise base to create the base of this look. So I do wear this 5 days a week on the weeks that I'm in the office. So because this is the look that I've like exclusively been wearing to the office. So it is getting some great use out of this, plus some other things that I'm really trying to focus up on. So I'm going to have just like the weights and stuff up there so I don't have to keep spilling the information. So I think I've used this the most this month than I have any other month. So I'm really excited about that. The next item is actually my Colourpop Sailor Moon Pretty Guardian palette, and I do have some changes in this palette. The first thing I'm going to do is cover up the shade that I'm working on in my Pan Those eyeshadows. So I was actually working on this shade here called Silver Millennium. It's not done. It's not done and over with. I just got really frustrated using it in this because it was so separated, and then I tried to push the product together and it didn't work. It kind of just like all crumbled and balled off, kind of like how the electric shade and the cube shade in the Subculture palette, they just are weird. They're weird formulas. So I did that with Silver Millennium. I crushed it up and I put it into this container. There is not much product in there. I've really been using this as a starting base for my highlight. So I've kind of neglected my liquid highlight slightly. On days when I'm going to go to the office, I only put this one on like my cheeks, and that's literally it. So I am making steady, slow but steady progress on this. I foresee this being gone next month, and I'm so excited about that. That'll mean I have that'll mean that I have one completely finished shade in this, and then plus one pan shade in this. So that's a pretty huge feat, in my opinion, for a palette that I brought into my collection this year. One of the only other things that I've been wearing on my face is so it's a concealer powder by bareMinerals. So this is the only thing that I've really been wearing because I have very pronounced dark circles under my eyes, and I did not realize how much progress I made in this. I must have got over the hump, and now I'm like flying through this. So this is now what this product is looking like. So as you can see, there's a humongous jump between where we last marked it to now. It's really not like I've gotten over like the biggest hurdle with this product. So I think there's actually a slight chance I might finish this year. Like, let me know if you think that I'm going to finish this. I'm pumped about that because this is super old in my collection. Like, they don't even make this packaging for bareMinerals anymore. Like, they haven't, even when I worked there, this was like old packaging. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. Then we go on to a more disappointing product, and a product that really doesn't show anything because I really haven't been using it. I've been focusing, I'm like low-key panning a blush on like the Sly, and then I've been using my Shop My Stash blush. So this one is kind of gone on the wayside. This is my bareMinerals. This was a limited edition blush too. This is in the shade Awestruck. And I don't know if there's really gonna be, like, I didn't even have a mark on it. I should probably mark it this time. Gosh, can you even see? No, because the lighting is awful. So I am here now. So I will mark it, and we'll be able to track it for future updates. I really have not used this one like at all this whole year. Like, as long as this has been in the project, I don't quite remember. I'll put it on the screen when I rolled this in, but I've only used this one a total of 17 times. I know that I had 2 other blushes in earlier this year that are completely used up, and then I was working on that NARS Orgasm blush, which is almost gone. That's the blush that I've been panning like on the Sly, on the down low. So this one has really gotten the shaft, really. It doesn't get as much love as the other things that I've been working on, but I love this blush. It's actually the blush that I'm wearing today. I think it's really beautiful. I think it looks really good with this lip color too. So I'm gonna be using this more come the fall months. Then we had a really exciting one. So I did not think I was gonna actually get to this point, but it's been hot, and then it dips cold, and like now it's hot again. So like these kind of things have been really refreshing for me. And then I found that I like to wash like my whole face right after I'm done with work, and then I'll spray this on my skin after, so I don't have to put my skincare on quite yet. But that is my Mario Badescu spray, and y'all, she's done. I made a huge jump this month. So like that was a big jump. Like I plowed through this, and I'm kind of happy that I did. I stopped kind of liking this. I'm like kind of indifferent about this now, and I'm just really looking forward to using my other setting spray that I have. Kind of thing, you know? So I'm really excited that this is done and gone. Same case with another product, and that is this is like very reflective, so I'm sorry. This is my bareMinerals Mineral Veil. This is just the original Mineral Veil. This was the deluxe size, or like the jumbo size. So it gets like double the product in this versus the normal ones. I completely I had Josh help me. Like, Josh was such a savior. I could not get this stupid thing out, and he removed it for me, which was very nice. But she's cleaned up. Like, no product in there now. Nothing. So I'm very happy with this. I'm probably going to keep this container to put my Makeup Revolution one in it, just like a little bit at a time, so I don't have to like find a lid to like put the product in. So I can just put it in here, swirl my brush in this, and then use the product that way. So I probably will end up still keeping this like gigantic annoying packaging, but that's fine. This is done. This has been just floating around in my collection for like 3 years now. So really happy that this is gone. Another one that's not as, you can't see progress in it, and that's kind of like, it's kind of annoying to like track this, you know? But I've used this quite a bit. It's almost every time I do my makeup, I put this on with it. This is my CoverFX Custom Enhancer Drops. I have mine in the shade Moonlight. There's no way you're going to be able to see. There's like the packaging label goes all the way around it. It doesn't feel any lighter. I use it a bunch. It's gonna just like eventually be gone, and I'm gonna be like, wow, it's over. This is like kind of an annoying product. I thought I was gonna be able to use this more, and I just haven't reached for it, and it's annoying. So that is my Stila Shimmer and Glow in the shade Cloud. It's a beautiful color, and I've created really pretty looks with it. I'll post like my favorite look that I've done with it. But I've not been reaching for it, and I don't know why. Like, it's starting to dry out, so I put liquid in it now, so it's like looking a little more juicy, but I mean, it's beautiful. It's like a beautiful shade. I need to just start wearing this when I go to the office, but I'm kind of trying to finish something that I'm working on. So I'm gonna eventually, like probably after this week, switch my focus to this guy, but I'm very excited to like have this. I think, again, it's beautiful. Then I'm going to my foundation, which is what I'm wearing right now, and that is my Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. I have mine in the shade Light Beige, and it works pretty well. It might be like a hair too light, but it's fine. We're getting into the colder months, so it doesn't really matter. I made a small amount of progress with this. The thing with the dropper foundations is you don't need a whole lot to get a decent amount of coverage. So this, I feel like, is a decent amount of product use. I'm going to try to finish this by the end of the year, and I feel like I can. I don't know how long it's going to take me, which is kind of frustrating, but because it just moves so slow. It's not like I don't wear this, but I'm not going to wear it going to the office because I don't want the mask of like makeup underneath my mask. So it's slow moving, but it's moving. That wraps up all of the things that I have to update you about. And now we get to do my favorite part, which is the roll-ins. So I have 3 products that are rolling in because we rolled 3 products out. So yeah, the first item, I actually was a little nervous after like pulling it out of my collection. I like used it a couple times. Like that day I sprayed twice. It's a perfume. So I sprayed twice on me, and it was almost aggressive, and I almost felt like I smelled too good, you know? Like I had too much scent that I had to like go hang out outside for a bit because I just needed the fresh air. The trick with this, it's an older perfume for me. I've had this for a long while. It does not normally look this orange, which is kind of why I want to start focusing on this. This is my Lancome La Vie est Belle. I got this when I worked at bareMinerals. That was probably like 6 years ago now. So like it's due time that I use this up. But I mean, there's like half of the product is gone. So it doesn't look like it when it's this way, but this way it's very like obviously halfway done. So the button, like the shape tapers down. So I feel like the progress won't be super quick, but it won't be super slow. I can only use 1 spray a day, and it lasts the whole day. Like it's extremely potent. It's a lovely scent though. And it really just like brings back the memories of working at a job that I really loved for the duration of being there. So I'm going to be working on this. I have it marked where my starting line is, but we're halfway. The next thing it's like very bittersweet. So I was going back and forth with this, like, I'm going to put this in. And then I was like, no, you really love that and it's expensive. Don't use it. Save it. And that is the whole point of this project pan this year, is to use the things that I'm afraid to use because they're expensive, and I save them for a special occasion. And I'm like, damn it, Laura, use the damn setting spray that you want. I'm rolling this in. I love this setting spray so much. It's $48. and it's expensive, and I don't want to love it as much as I do, but I do, and it's so beautiful. It's just such, oh, it's such a good spray. I haven't used setting spray all week, and that was needed. So Hourglass Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray. I really like this. It does give you a radiant finish, which is my preferred finish. I like to add the radiance myself. I like matte foundations, but then I add the glitz and glam, you know? So I'm super excited to work on this. This was sent to me by Influencer for review, which I love it. Spoiler, I love it. I'm excited. I'm excited to use something I really truly love wholeheartedly. The last product I'm bringing in is my bareMinerals Mineral Foundation. It's the pressed mineral foundation in the shade Medium Beige, but it's also mixed with some of the Makeup Revolution Lace Setting Powder. So that is why that chunk is actually missing down here, because loose powders like that do not press the best with the mineral foundation that was already pressed. It acts better, but it's like a little bit more delicate. So I'm going to try to hit pan on this. I'm not going to try to finish it. I don't want the pan to be like this part expanding. I want to like hit pan up here kind of thing. So, I mean, if I can finish it up, that's cool, but I'm going to really just try to hit pan, get as much use as I can out of it. If I crunched this up and used it as like a loose mineral foundation, I could fly through this, but I don't want to do that. So that is it. I'm very excited to start working on some new products. A perfume, like I haven't rolled a perfume in like 6 months. I'm excited. I'm excited to use this. The setting spray, I'm like bittersweet using it because I love it so much that I don't want to use it up, but we're breaking habits like that we're using products that we like no matter what. We're not saving these things for special occasions. We're using them. Who's with me? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you are doing this project or something similar on your channel. I would love to check you out. Even if you're doing it on Instagram, just let me know. I would love to check you out. Until then, I hope you guys are staying healthy, staying sane, and staying safe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!